MCOC Journal and Trucos reveal Doombots and their abilities. Kabam give us a surprise free calendar, not the rubbish rainbow one, but a really decent one, and the disgusting debate on the forum divides opinion. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday. This is your lockdown edition. The hammer is down, you're locked down. Hopefully you're all safe and well and obviously avoiding others because we've got to do that nowadays. There's no love anymore. Don't get close to people. But it doesn't matter because you're here, you're watching this topical based Marvel Contest of Champions news related production. Yes. And as always, before we get into the news, please hit the like button, subscribe, get involved with the comment section, maybe about thoughts of like how Kabam are helping out with giving you content. Are they giving enough? Not too much. And as well, what do you feel about this energy calendar, which we'll be talking about in a minute. And as well, a massive thank you to my current patrons, YouTube members, and Twitch Prime and Twitch subs. Thank you very much. And as well, if you have an Amazon Prime account, I want to link it to give a free sub to a Twitch streamer. Doesn't have to be myself, but it massively helps out the channel. If you could, then please go to the link in the description. It'll tell you how to do that. And without further ado, let's get into the news. The news kicks off today with some very kind of weird follow-up, well, weirdness, because the arenas went on Monday. They didn't actually go in as normal. And as we all know, when 6 PM UK time it normally comes around, it is the case that the arenas are live. But for whatever reason, they weren't there. Now, obviously, it's kind of interesting to see like people saying, oh, you know, it's been quarantined for 14 days. Someone saying, oh, compensation. Kabam obviously said they were onto it, with Mike even saying they should be starting to come in now. I see the 3-star Mole Man Arena, give it a few minutes, and the rest should be live. This was a very unusual set of circumstances, and I haven't seen this happen in a long time. I think I remember like once it happening like a year ago, couple years ago, but this is a very, very weird thing. Kabam didn't really kind of allude to what actually went wrong, and especially with a few errors that have happening in recent weeks with the Crystal Trove Arena, it's been very suspicious. So yeah, we'll move on to the next story, but very weird. Next up, and in kind of inventory and stash improvement news, have you ever liked the idea of selling things directly from the stash? So that kind of extra storage and kind of going, right, well, not instead of going, let's select a small amount of ISO to put into the inventory to sell, to then go back into the stash, to then reapply it back into the inventory to resell it again. You're like, oh God, this process is long and boring. Is there a better way of selling things? Well, there might be down the line. So Hayataku posts, it's so tedious and inconvenient to have to claim items from storage first into your inventory before being able to sell them, most especially with ISO. I wish there was a way to sell them directly from the 30-day storage. That'd be one hell of a quality of life improvement. And you know I'm all about that quality of life improvement. Well, it looks like Kabam responded back with Kabam Vidia saying, thank you for the suggestion on this, we'll definitely share it, which is positive. I hope that this actually is done in the future because it would be a better improvement to, you know, sort through an extensive amount of ISO and just get rid of the rubbish ones, because those 75 for me as an endgame player are not something I want to see. Next up, and Trucos and as well MCOC Journal have linked up to produce this video. These are Doombots. Now I won't be going over every single little detail of every single type of Doombot because they vary from Doombot to Doombot. Whether or not you've got the science one here, you've got the tech, mutant, etc. There's going to be lots of different attributes and lots of different things that are going to be there and are going to be a little bit frustrating. As you can see, you've got fatigue, you've got armor break coming up there from hitting out at the enemy. Now do bear in mind these are all unique debuffs. So it could be a case that champions that interact well with them, mainly I'd say champions that were having the willpower mastery, could be very beneficial for doing this. Now, as stated, a lot of the Doombots have different types of signature or special abilities, mainly around their special attacks. This particular Doombot, as launches a special attack, has a 100% chance to steal 75% of the opponent's current power for the Doombot. There's also ones that have unblockable specials as well, or they kind of like get an unblockable buff. So it's important to kind of go, right, well, evading specials, very important. Keeping your distance until that buff expires, yes. Nullifying the buff, yes, of course, that's another option. And as well, blocking blockable attacks, you know, you've got Mordo. So yeah, there are different options there that you could have But I think the hashtag metal thing might be a good thing to go off of. And also class advantage. Like, class advantage is something that's very important to mention. Don't go in when the Doombot has a class advantage over you. And on to our next story. We are in game. Yes, we're in game to talk about several things. First and foremost being the end of the rainbow calendar. Obviously, for a lot of people, didn't really kind of get a lot of the stuff going on with St. Patrick's Day. This is, I think, either kind of put in as like a joke, not on April Fool's, because obviously it's not April, but this is also a little novelty. Obviously, with St. Patrick's Day, you know, having something like it's at the end of the rainbow is a pot of gold. But obviously, the pot of gold is very much not for endgame players. But you know, I don't know about that. Whether or not I feel this, I feel angry. I feel like it's a bit funny. I'm kind of indifferent about it. But yeah, I would definitely say that this amount of gold here is not sufficient for anybody of an endgame player. But when you come to like new players, then yeah, maybe it's a case Kabam could have scaled this a little bit more to put like, I don't know, 200,000, 250,000, 500,000 gold for certain players and different types of calendar progression work. I don't know. It's too late now to make any kind of decision for positive for the player base, but the fact is Kabam have done some other stuff which I think in some ways makes it look better what they've done with the whole kind of St. Patrick's Day green event, stuff like that. And that is, Kabam did a fantastic job with giving us the Feeling Green event. Now, I love boosts. I absolutely love boosts. I absolutely love revives. Two things that I absolutely love about this game when they're given out as freebies. And my God, they did not disappoint. So we've got 5 of the standard 20% ones there. We've got another 5, that's 10 revives there. That's 2 of theirs, that's 12. And then finally, we have got 3 going up to 15. Man, 15 free revives is very, very tasty, regardless of the rarity of them. 15 free revives. We were talking about this in a live stream, and I think we were coming up with that number as being like really good. Like it kind of goes beyond the expectations of what we'd normally kind of get from Kabam. So Kabam, well done on this one. Yeah, okay, so the end crystal is just a 4-star. But look, new players, for the grind perspective, Mole Man Expeditions grinding and other stuff, you're going to be able to get those these milestones smashed out. But yeah, fantastic work. 30% one, which is normally a premium type purchase. Then we've got the 20% one of those, another 20%. Yeah, lots of boosts as well. Kabam, well done on this one, well done. But it doesn't stop there. This really weird out of the blue email came through, or message came through, basically saying to provide you with more energy to challenge the contest in these times, which is great because, as you know, obviously a lot of people are self-isolating, so having this given out to us is amazing. We're happy to provide our summoners with 14-day energy calendars, which will provide 1 times energy refill daily from March 17th. To kick things off, we've attached 3 energy refills to this message. Tap below to claim them. Fantastic. Look at that. Well done, Kabam. Obviously, regardless of what you feel about Kabam as a developer, whether or not you like them or dislike them, doing something like this is kind of important. And as well, just seems that they're kind of keeping their eye on things and just going like, look, you know, stay safe. Here's some energy. Here's some free stuff. Go grind. Act 6 was just kind of completed off, so if you want to go and do some of that, here's some energy refills so you're not spending your units. Now, if you take the 3 full energy refills Kabam sent to us in the message, and as well the 14-day calendar, obviously that's 17 energy refills. Now, the fact is that transfers over to 510 units of free energy that they've given out to the player base, which, let's face it, you know, that is actually really good. So, as I said, well done to Kabam on this. Now, at this point, what are your thoughts about these particular things? The end of rainbow calendar, the energy refill calendar, and as well the Feeling Green event. How do you feel about them? Just put it down in the comments section. You know, what are your thoughts on them? Did you enjoy them? Do you think Kabam did them as a good idea? Was it something that really kind of helped out for people in self-isolation? What are your thoughts? Put them down below in the comment section. Next up, and a long-standing debate is now raging on in the forums. Obviously, as you can see here, this is pizza shortage. Obviously, with the current pandemic on at the moment, people are going a bit nuts with panic buying. Speaking of which, last night this photo was taken at a local branch of Tesco's. As you can see, there's nothing on the shelves except for bacon and ham. It would be absolutely awful if you were kosher. Anyway, the discussion rages on when it comes to should pineapple be on pizza, with Mike saying the question and the many debates around it predate even my time here and has been a reoccurring conversation in the community. Realistically, it doesn't really have to do with the game, but it's a community tradition. But if we want to discuss this, let's keep it about pizza. I know that there are a lot of things going on in the world and are weighing the heavy on minds, but we don't need to discuss them here. Yes, for this is all about pizza, goddammit. With many people saying that they like the idea of pineapple. With many people saying that they like the pineapple on top of the pizza. I like this one here from Space Octopus. He says, I'll really offend the East Coast here by saying mango is an even better topping. Mango? What's wrong with people? Goes great with chicken, onion, green pepper, and a sprinkling of bacon or prosciutto. Oh yeah, and my profession is pizza guy, so obviously I deserve to be booted out the biz. And now on to our final story, which is arena predictions. As you can see down below, my predictions are, make sure to come back to the time codes every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, because obviously you can quickly grab up what I'm predicting and get a real idea. So the fact is, for this 4-star basic, which, let's face it, people might actually want to get an Aarkus vision, I'm going with 2.7 mil. It's slightly higher, but I don't know, with a lot of people self-isolating, having more time on their hands maybe over the weekends, there could be more of an option for people to grind out that basic. But obviously with the arena bot ban in the last 2 to 3 weeks, it could be a case that it shoots right down to about 2.4, but 2.7 mil to be safe. And then with Starlord, the 4-star version, I'm going with 5.5 mil, which is kind of in keeping with the champion that's not in everybody's best interest to get. There's nothing wrong with the champion, it's still good awakened and people still use it. I just feel that when it comes to a 4-star version, I don't think a lot of players really want to grab it with other champions that combo build better. Could be a lot better for them to grab. The same kind of principle and thoughts for the 5-star, but I'm feeling that 30 mil might be enough for this. But do bear in mind there could be a real big shocker on Sunday and you could see that drop to about 23 mil, depending on whether or not people can be bothered for this type of champion, especially because he is only really good awakened. So yeah, it could be a case you don't have the awakened version and go to grab him, and then therefore round 2 maybe a lot lower, but we'll see what happens on Sunday. And there we have it. That has been your Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button, check out some recent content over here, and also some supporting links for the second channel, and as well to become a member if you do want to do that, then that would be very much appreciated. And thanks to everybody for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.